Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Quinn, congratulations on claiming VIP for tonight's stream. The most prestigious of my channel point redeems, as there's only the one. And congratulations on getting 69 elsewhere there out in the world wide webs. Very nice. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope we're all doing good. The day has thus far been all right. Work was weird. Started out really slow. And then we just got slapped with a bunch of stuff. So like the back end of the day was it was a little hectic. But overall, not a bad day. Goldie, let's chat. Why? Why is that there? Excuse me. Oh, there it goes. Weird. Nerds, a burger, and an icy. Let's go. Although, honestly, I think I'd rather have the first one. Okay. Why is it back? All right. Hold on. Hide that. The group Foogie's acting up. Nobody's even in Discord, Foogie. What you doing? You silly thing. Anyway. A few quick announcements, I suppose, before we get too into it. Firstly, tomorrow maybe a little bit of a later stream. I have to, middle of the day, go take care of my passport nonsense. Because I gotta go get another passport. That's gonna be fun. Like fully go through it again. Not just renewing it, because that would be easy. No, I have to get a new one. A while back I lost it. So, but we're getting it done. That being said, it means I do kind of have to shift around work a little bit. Instead of using my paid time off, I'm just going to be working a little bit extra to make up. I don't know. It's gonna be a little weird of a day. I don't know if I'm only gonna do a half an hour or if I'm just gonna make up all the time that I've lost tomorrow, and then I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how busy it is tomorrow. But ideally it goes by quickly. The email said that it should take about a half an hour, which I'm a little like about, because that's kind of a long time to be going through paperwork. But I guess it is, very official, very yes, must have proper protocols followed. But it is what it is. So tomorrow will likely be a little bit later than I normally go, but that's okay, because we are mostly done with Kingdom Hearts. I did a bunch of farming yesterday and on Sunday. So we should be, the ultimate weapon is ready to go. I haven't crafted it yet because I wanted to do it on stream. But we got everything that we needed. And then we're going to go kick Sephiroth in his silly emo buns and finish off the last, I think there's one more tournament. Yeah, pretty much. Something like that. I don't know, man. It's whatever. I don't remember it taking like a horribly long time the last time I did it. But you never know what could happen. I guess they give that as like, that's like the average, maybe. Like generally speaking, maybe they go faster, but just because the sheer volume of people they go through, and then sometimes like, oh, they don't have like the right thing, or yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Like 20 minutes would be like about what I was thinking too. But that still means I gotta take a little bit of time to actually get there. I gotta sit there for a little bit, actually go through the whole thing, and then I gotta come back. So that in total may or may not be around like 45 minutes to an hour extra. Literally everything of mine lined up. Yeah. I have my check. It's all ready to go. It's, well, okay. I still need to actually write out the check, but God, writing out checks is such a pain in the ass. I don't understand why we used to do it. It's so archaic. It's so old school. It's like sending a fax. Nobody sends faxes anymore. And if they do, what are they doing? I don't know. We're done. We're done with faxes. I think actually my company used to still do fax stuff for a little while. I don't know if we do that anymore. I'm pretty sure everything is through email now, which is so much nicer. It's so much easier. It saves so much space, both in the office and money as well, because, paper. Faxing all your documents? Sheesh! The amount of paper that we used to have, apparently, was astronomical. But also thanks for saying that you lost yours and got to restart the rigmarole because your brother lost his, and his more complicated because his ID last name is different than the birth certificate. Oh, yeah, that's going to complicate things quite a bit. Oh, goodness. Yes, luckily I haven't changed or finagled with my name since birth. It is still the same name that I've kept, and it is on all of my official government documents. So on my social security, it's on my license, it's on all my the other business correspondence, at least IRL. Ah, I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that does add like an extra layer of annoyance, because then they gotta like double check certain things. Found a loophole and all your IDs got changed. What? Wow, okay. I mean, hell yeah, we love loopholes. Take that, thing that was originally barring you from doing stuff, and now you've used it to your advantage. Haha. But yeah, so that's gonna take place sometime tomorrow. So we'll see. Be a little up in the air. But again, I shouldn't be too much later. Hopefully. Other than that, Saturday will be another nighttime stream, but it is going to be a collab. I think. Maybe. We're still waiting on a response from one of our members. If it doesn't turn out to be that way, I will most likely do just my normal, like, morning stream, 10:30 a.m. But for now, we're thinking Mario Kart. We're gonna do a little cheeky Mario Kart in the PM. You're confused. How it takes anything more than 5 minutes for you guys? It's no. For renewing, you can do it online, I'm pretty sure. But if you want to get a passport for the first time, it is quite, as Quinn so eloquently put it, quite the rigmarole. Let's see here. Actually, I can pull up the email for all the stuff that you need to make sure that you have. Is my reminder email. Where is it? There it is. Let's see. Yes. You must arrive at the start of your appointment to have time for your application to be processed. If you are 10 minutes late, you have to reschedule. I mean, that's pretty standard. But one, you must have the completed passport application, not signed. You have to sign it in the presence of the person who is, processing you, which I find kind of strange, but it is what it is. If it's a handwritten one, it must be done in black ink. I did it all online. It's all filled out online, so I just have to go in, sign the dang thing, hand it to them. Bada bing, bada boom, we're Gucci. You gotta have the photo identification. So good thing I got my new ID. So it is basically the newest it can be. Proof of citizenship. I got my birth certificate. Photograph. We got the photograph. We got the check. I have checks. I gotta write out the check again. Check. I hate why. It's dumb. And then one. Actually, wow. That's actually it. I thought I needed like an extra thing. What? Okay. So online, when I was looking up, it's like, oh, be sure you also have like a letter or something. Something that had your name and address on it to also confirm your residency or whatever. But this little checklist doesn't have that. Got the passport application, the proof of citizenship, we have that. Depends on whether you were born in the US. Yes, okay. Citizenship evidence page, for example. Oh, maybe that covers both things. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So I gotta pay the government, the state, the Department of State for the passport fee, and then I have to pay a separate $35 fee for the actual application. Not it's so dumb. It's I hate it. But it's closer. Luckily, this one is a little closer than what I had to do for getting my my real ID, my enhanced driver's license. Got it. I had to drive like 30 minutes away for that one. That was a pain. On a Saturday, no less. Ugh. Yeah, luckily the 35, it's like you can use whatever. You know, any form of payment is acceptable. So I'll definitely be just charging that on the card. It's just the sending in a check is it's so dumb. Bro, it's so easy to say. I've complained about this before. I'm going to complain about it until they change it. How easy it would be to set up some sort of transfer system, right? Just like, or even just like in a separate account that can be accessed from those terminals or something. You'll be complaining forever. Fine, then I shall complain forever. It's so silly. What's up, Quinn? How can I help? How can I assist? Ooh, a digital ID. Hmm. You know, that is a good point. I feel like nowadays it is kind of silly to have all these physical cards, right? With the phone being as powerful as a thing as it is, and essentially having all forms of payment in it anyway right now, as it is, why not ID? Why can't we have a digital ID? Well, because I can tell you why. Because the government is stuck in its ways. It's still run by a bunch of old people who don't like change and would rather just keep everything exactly the way it is because that's what they're comfortable with. And yeah, then they got to set up all this other infrastructure to make sure that, you know, stuff can't be falsified digitally and the like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was just thinking how easy it would be to just like make an app to just like kind of tick all the boxes of an ID without actually being an ID. It would have to be like an official government app or something. Yeah, you wouldn't need an app, but I'm sure like just for security's sake, it would have to be like a strictly regulated app. But that would work too. But then, yeah, but then the government has to pay those companies, and they don't want to do that. They want to keep all the money for themselves. They're going to make their own damn app that you have to buy in. It's probably got microtransactions because why wouldn't they? That's a them problem. I agree. It is a them problem. And because it's a them problem, it is also kind of in association an us problem, which sucks. Yeah, for real. Unfortunately, the U.S. government is a bit in shambles at the moment, and is likely going to stay that way for a while longer. For now, you know that app will be doxxed and attacked every single day because people can. Yeah, that's true. Doxxed, DDoSed, at least attacked, for sure. People trying to steal IDs. Trying to think like how could we digitize it efficiently? What would keep it safe? I mean, on the one hand, maybe setting it up old school, with like physical papers and stuff. Sure, but then but then you know you could like upload like at least an image or something and do it that way. You could still do the same like encryption thing too that I think a lot of cards do. Fun fact: how the chip works is essentially it just like I'm trying to remember now. Actually, hold on. I want to make sure I get this right. I'm pretty sure it makes like an individual key every time it's used, or something, or every time it gets used, it deletes its significant, but whatever, you know, and then it makes another one so that it's different every time you scan it with the chip, which is very very handy. They could definitely do that for an ID card, I think. A lot of everything do. Very few things do not use military grade encryption nowadays, right? And again, I think for the most part, if you had it on your device and it's like it doesn't have really any access, they couldn't really get to it, huh? Really went on a side tangent. It's going to be an hour until Zayden plays the games. It's okay. I like talking a little bit before we get into the game. You know, just to chill, just to hang out, catch up on things. Because when we get into the game, focus is on the game, unless it reminds me of something that's outside of the game, and then yeah. Usually they go, yeah, about 30, 45 minute hour, you know, it depends on how we're feeling. Sorry. We had a weird like freak thunderstorm the other day. What's happening with the new Goldie? What do you mean what's happening with the new Goldie? We did Goldie's back in the Discord. That was the other thing that I wanted to mention too. And then we kind of got sidetracked. My final announcement for this week, or at least for today, that I can think of right now, is if you're in the server, the Discord server, we had a little bit of a hiccup where the application I was using to run Goldie, well, Discord didn't agree with them, so they killed it, and I had to boot the old Goldie out of the server, at least for now, or for the time being. Recently, we've added her back. So you can talk to her once more. She'll happily answer any question that you give her. She'll randomly pop into conversation as well to maybe give some 2 cents. I don't know. It's brand new, so I'm not quite entirely certain everything that she's capable of. But for the time being, you can at least ping her again, and she will respond, which is nice. It's nice to have her back. I'm not gonna lie. Currently, she is only active in the main lobby channels. Everything above community clips is fair game to talk to Goldie. Anything outside, you will likely get a message saying that she does not have access to those, mostly because I want to keep them clear of, well, conversation. All the other channels, you know, are kind of fair game, but is this one less accepted by Discord stuff though? No, this one should be safe. We should be all peachy hunky dory. Because I'm not giving away any APIs or anything. This was an outside bot that was created by somebody else that I've customized, more or less. Yes, so it's should be fine. We're okay for the time being until Discord changes their TOS again, and then we'll see. No, I'm actually not the one hosting it. I technically, before, it was using an application that I created through Discord's dev tools. And that was how the other website did it. But this time, I'm not doing that. This time, it's from a different entity who is using their own, you know, whatever on the back end. And I just customized it and added it to the server. So it should be within TOS because it is more or less just a normal chatbot that was customized to have the personality that I wanted. and those are everywhere. I don't think there's anything against the TOS about that, because it is been around for a hot minute. We should be fine. It's curious since they don't show up in the member list. Right. They are. I did find that a little strange that they're not actually like a member of the Discord, but they are in the Discord, which I also kind of like. Like, Goldie is there watching. You just can't see her until you ping her, and then she'll show up. Yeah, she has her own purple ping. If you want to get her attention, just at Goldie, and then she'll start talking to you. You have a lovely conversation. You don't even need to like reply. You can just chat like a normal individual, like a usual conversation two people have in a Discord, and she will continuously respond until I think you stop chatting with her for a while. I think there's like I think there might be a time limit. Like if you leave her be for I see you're already testing things, Hex. I see you over there. Yeah, she doesn't have any of the memories that she had last time. That is not something that I could have imported over, sadly. So any conversation, anything that we did in the old Goldie, that's all gone. This is brand new Goldie, and I don't know if she really has a memory or not. I'm not entirely sure how far back it goes. I guess it's just something we'll have to test over time. Figure that much. Was trying to see if they were capable of creating something new for themselves. Oh, fair. Although you didn't really ask to make a new one. You just asked what it currently was. So I did, funnily enough, in a test, I did ask her to give me a new nickname, and it wasn't quite what I expected. But that's for me to know, and not for you to continue to wonder. Yes. Oh, also, wait, fuck. One other quick announcement. We got a new emote. The emote came in. Ray's Yippee emote is here. It is finally, it is done. So those of you who are subscribed can now use it freely in full color. It is an animated emote. It was a reward for her reaching 200 streams watch streak, which is absolutely insane. Never in my years have I seen that. So okay, I guess I need to change my nickname in Discord in a minute here. In any case, yeah, so feel free to use it when it suits you. You can if you're not subscribed and you have Frankerface TV, I think it's available. It might still be pending approval though. So yeah, it's still pending approval. Never mind. It's not available yet for you non-subscribers, but it will be soon, hopefully. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's just it's going to take a minute for the Frankerface team to approve the emote. That's where I've uploaded it. As I think there's only one other emote there, so I wanted to make sure it was like easily accessible. Plus, I think most people have Frankerface anyway. And then by, association, they've got all the other ones. But yeah. Wanted to make sure it was there. It's if it's not there yet, it's just because it's pending approval. But there it is. It's also in the Discord. Brand new emote. Hell yeah. It came out really nice. I love it. It's great. And that should be it for all the announcements, all the new stuff going on. Other than that, we've been pretty chill. I played a bunch more Magic on Saturday. I know for those of you who are lurking and like suddenly I wasn't streaming anymore. I got a ping from a friend. And they were like, "Hey, you want to play some Magic tonight?" And I like looked at the clock and it was like 9 p.m. my time. And I was like, I mean, I guess I could go play some Magic, right? Thinking that, oh, it's just, a quick like 20-minute drive up the road. We play some MTG for a few hours, and then, I come back home. Turns out, I forgot that they moved, and their new house is a not so quick 40-minute drive away from my house. And I was like, oh, well, it should be fine, right? It's actually a pretty straight shot. Not too bad of a drive, which I'm happy with, because I have a feeling this is going to be a semi-regular thing. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I got my butt got like super sore. They don't have a table and chairs. My one gripe. They live tableless and chairless. The only chairs they have are their gaming chairs. So we clearly know where all of them eat. But goodness sakes, I can't believe none of them have gotten or even like pitched in to get a set of table and chairs for the house. Or, well, I guess they live in an apartment, but still, table. That's like one of the most basic of necessities. Come on, guys. We ended up sitting on the floor, and I don't think my butt quite enjoyed that because it has been really sore ever since then. It's much better today. Yesterday, oh, I was dying, dude. Oh my God. I had to like switch between sitting in my chair and kneeling on my futon that I had folded over a couple times and set up in front of my desk so that I could work. It was a struggle. Yesterday was kind of a struggle. Again, today's much better. It's not nearly as bad. So it's getting better. I'm on the mend, but goodness sakes, if I have to go sit on that floor again for another like 5 hours, 6 hours. Actually, wait, how long did we go? Let's see. So I got there at like 9. It's almost 10, I want to say. It was like probably 10 o'clock. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 hours. 6 hours I was there. Oh, God. I'm yawning just thinking about it. We played 3 games. I won the last game, but the first 2, admittedly, I was playing 2 decks that weren't really designed to win. They were more designed to just kind of fuck about with the game. And I did some really silly stuff. I think at one point, I somehow managed to get myself 5 8/4s, and then I gave somebody like 12 1/1 flying fairies. It was quite hilarious. So that was a good time. It was a lot of fun though. Played with somebody that I hadn't played with yet. So that's always a good time. Walking them through the game, figuring out stuff together, realizing that some cards are just scary no matter what setting you're in. But it was a good time. Other than that, let's see. Yesterday we watched a bunch of anime. We started catching up back on solo leveling with the group. We finished up Oshinoko for last season. I think it was last season is when it ended. So we're all caught up on Oshinoko. We're catching up on Apothecary, though. Don't tell my roommates, but I'm actually like pretty caught up. I know you guys know, but I'm just reiterating. But I gotta whisper because they don't know that I've watched ahead. So shh, nobody say anything. Same with solo leveling, actually. But to be fair, for solo leveling specifically, I've read the manhwa. I know what's going to happen anyway. So for that one, I felt like it was kind of, I just wanted to see the animation as it came out. And I would say that they've done a good job. Translating it. It's nice. It's good stuff. Watching ahead of the boys, man, what a cardinal sin. Listen. As I said, I read the manhwa. I already knew everything that was going to happen anyway. It's not that big of a deal. Apothecary, I kind of get it, but at the same time, it's like getting 4 people together to watch anime at any given night it's hard, right? Because sometimes, like, I'm streaming or I'm hanging out with other friends, and then vice versa. You know, it's like playing D&D. Oh, goodness sakes! Oh shit! Speaking of my roommates, there are snickerdoodle cookies available. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go get a snickerdoodle. You know what? I'll be right back. The free snickerdoodle. Who could pass that up? Crap, these cookies are divine. Heck, don't you fucking dare. Let me enjoy my snickerdoodle cookie. At least wait like 20 minutes. God damn it. Before I could even put my headphones on, I heard it. You monster. The second I sit down, I hear that stupid jingle. Ugh. Not do a few seconds. Brother, come on, have some common courtesy. I'm trying to enjoy a cookie and you throw hot sauce at me? Well, I'm gonna finish my cookie. So there. Or, maybe I wait. I've only taken a few bites. It is delicious. It is a well-made snickerdoodle cookie. I must give props to my roommate. She has outdone herself. Luckily, it's Reaper. Reaper's not so bad. If it were Regret, I would be much more miffed. We can do a little Reaper. A little bit of black cherry. Shouldn't be too. Oh, I just hit my mic with my spoon. I hope I didn't splash hot sauce on you, Mike. It's a hot mic. We got a hot mic here. Cheers. Ah. No, I must abide by the rules set. That doesn't mean I don't get to complain about it. Okay, that's fine. The doodle will wait. It will be there when I get back, and I'm ready for it. Delicious. Oh. At least it was just a spice instead of a bean. I mean, arguably, I feel like a lot of the time the beans are a little bit better just because they don't last as long. If you combine them, sometimes it has like a lingering effect just because the sauce lasts. Hot sauce sticks with you. The beans usually are kind of like once they're swallowed, it's done with. Usually. Ugh. Oh, that one time, what was it? It was like Band-Aid. It was like old bandage, but then we also had a hot sauce. So it just like sat there. X, what have we talked about? What have we said? Come on, do the gentlemanly thing. I thought you were British. That's the land of manners here. Well, you're misrepresenting your country. My mother always says, "Ah, yes, England, the land of manners." Me having been to the UK now 3 times more than she has. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just the people I've been around. No, I'm kidding. No, every time I've been to the UK, it's been lovely. Can't really say I could complain about anything in particular. Nah, not really. Just some good times had. Manners? Manners, maybe. Or castles. You guys do have a fair amount of castles still around, which is pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. I feel like most places that used to have castles only have like a handful left. Like I think Japan only has like maybe. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe they have more than I can think of. They do like to keep things around for a long time. They are kind of set in their ways. Well, with certain things, at least. I can't say that for everything, but land of minding your own damn business, right? I feel like that's most places though. I would think people would be like, "Hey, mind your own damn business." I mean, like it's just kind of the general consensus of the world right now, but nobody can do that. So, yeah, issues. Oh, it do be what it do be though. Here's what it is, and here we are, just floating around on the ether, doing what we can. And we're gonna open a door tonight. In Scarlet Hollow, we are in the final chapter of the game, so we might finish it. I don't know how much more we have left. It being the last chapter, I feel like it's supposed to be the longest. What we did last time is we woke up, realized Stella was missing. She wasn't answering her phone. We couldn't find her anywhere in town. We went and basically talked to everybody that we could find. Apparently there was a strike going on at the mines, and my cousin Tabitha is not happy with it, having a rather difficult time. Let's see. We went to go see her and just ask where Stella was. Apparently she was making some deals with a fellow mine member, miner, a miner who was a spy. He was a rat. Getting info on the strikers or what have you. So she kind of threatened me a little bit. But, you know, being the big power build, street smart brochacho that I am, I was just kind of like, okay. A minor spy? And they only report the small things? Exactly. Yes. There's just the little details, you know. The stuff that most people overlook, but, you know, so often are the most important things. So having her, or having him in her pocket was is quite the power move, one could say. No, but she kind of was busy dealing with her own nonsense. I tried to have like a little bit of a talk with her, but she was like, "I can't with you right now because I have a strike to deal with," and I was like, "Okay, I was just gonna go off then and, you know, find my future wife because we are taking the Stella route. I don't know if there's like technically love interests in this game, but there's definitely a lot of flirting that can happen between a lot of the characters. So far, I think you can probably date Avery, Kanika, and Stella. I think those are the three characters that you can go for. So I'm a little curious if, depending on who you start like really pursuing, if they are the ones who eventually go missing. Like, because I was, you know, hanging out with Stella so much, and you know, we were hitting it off. The reason why she went missing, or if she goes missing every playthrough regardless, and then it's just kind of like, depending on, you know, what you've done previous is then what you you know, the responses thereafter or something. I don't know. That's what I love about these games. I love Black Tabby games because there's so many choices that you can make. There's so many possible routes that you could go through. There's literally no way of like really telling how the story could change depending on certain answers. Because I don't know if we'll see them again this evening, but there's a returning chatter that usually comes in when we play some Scarlet Hollow. That their playthrough was wildly different than mine. Last we spoke. So definitely check it out if it seems like this is an interesting kind of setting / story. Even if you're seeing one of the endings, it doesn't mean it'll be the ending that you get, because if you're joining me for the first time this evening, you will have missed all the choices I've made. And I think I haven't uploaded. Ooh, I've been kind of slacking on my VOD uploads. How far behind are we on the VODs? What's in the bin? Ooh! It's kind of a lot. We're like 2 weeks behind. See, 1 week, 2 weeks. Oh, we're like 3 weeks behind. Oh, damn. I am a ways behind. I mean, the first few are up. You could catch up that way, I suppose. I gotta get back on upload these. I'll probably try to upload these. I can't really say tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm gonna be busy for like a good chunk of the day, dealing with that stupid passport thing, and I'm just gonna be like, my brain at that point, my nerves. That is the one thing that probably makes me the most anxious, is dealing with like the government or government entities. Because you never know. Like, I could have everything in perfect order in my mind, and then they'll be like, this one little thing is off, you gotta fix it. And then, like, I gotta come back and do it all over again. As that is like my one true fear. The one thing that will get my heart racing over anything else. Sharks? Nah. I could punch a shark. Bears? Nah. I could punch a bear. Will it probably maul me in the process? Yes, but at least I'll go down fighting. The government, I can't really do anything about that. Yada yada does it. Execute. Yada yada. Thank you for the yada yada spin. The nightlies are done, so you're off to sleep. Have a good time rescuing your future fiance. Yes, well, maybe they don't need rescuing. Maybe they're just, you know, they just went off into the woods to have a think after everything that they've witnessed prior. Because actually, to be fair, the evening prior to her going missing, she was possessed by a ghost and forced to do unspeakable things. Well, not really unspeakable, but very awkward and painful things. Her body was being puppeted like a horrible doll maker. Puppet's a puppet. That must have been quite traumatizing for her. So maybe she's just having a think out in the woods alone, which is also kind of dangerous, in all honesty, especially in that kind of state of mind. You never know what you could do. What horrible thoughts might entertain your neural pathways. We got to find her, regardless. But yeah, that being said, why don't we go ahead and get us started in the game. I am excited to get back into it. We just had a lovely tea session with Sybil. She kind of told us that we're doomed and that death and despair and destruction are in our future. So that's lovely. Glad we had that conversation, but also that we should probably go to the clinic and kick open the door that was beckoning to us when we were visiting. So that's what we're gonna go do. Ooh, sorry. I just forget to set the audio beforehand for this game. Bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Goldie, to the main stage. Nice. Oh, Goldie, show screen. There we go. Beautiful. We love it. Oh, right. Also, there is a very large content warning. So let me quickly grab that. This game is a horror game after all. Wait, where'd I put it? Shoot. I always forget where I put the content warning. Oh, it's here? No, it's not here. Game stuff help. Oh, there it is. It's the other channel. Okay. Did I edit it to fix it? Hold on. It basically, nope. Okay. Hold on. Let me do a quick little bit of editing. I just need to remove a couple spaces in between a few of these just so we could fit it all. It barely fits. Okay, I think that should do it. Yeah. We'll go through it as well. Just so you guys know, in case you're listening and you're not actually watching, which is also totally fine. I understand. Sometimes it's, you know, we're mobile. You just got me in your ear holes. All right. Let's see. Content warning. Perfect. All right, there she be, this big old block of text in that, so we don't lose it. But for those of you who are listening in, this episode potentially contains body horror, realistic gore, parental abuse, poisoning, non-consensual drug use, possible major character death, unreality, manipulation, loss of control, loss of self, parental death, car accidents, being held against one's will, guns, murder, matricide, depression, amputation, child amputation, auditory gore, stalking, implied sex, mutilation, possibly unwanted advances, also maybe depending on how you swing, decapitation, dismemberment, PTSD, gaslighting, animals in peril, burning alive, mental illness, needles, not needless, needles, memory loss, and cannibalism. What a list. So if any of those give you the ick, please do not feel obligated to stay. That goes without saying, I think, but you know, if you still want to support, you can always just mute me, you know, minimize the tab, what have you. I understand. But we will press on despite this wall of arguably unpleasant things. Yes. We last left off, we just finished off our tea reading, and we were about to leave. I'm a little curious about what Miles has been up to. Is your mom a oh my god, right? So far, we've asked if Sybil was a witch. She didn't really give us a definitive, like, no. She's just like, I'm just an old woman who likes tea. that's not really denying it. And then Avery asked, and she basically said the same thing. Like, I just know that I like brewing tea for the young people. And just like, still haven't said you're not. So, yeah, why don't we ask Miles? Maybe Miles is, he's privy to information that we don't know. And he's more willing to divulge. Is your mother a witch? Wouldn't you like to know? God damn it, Miles. I would like to know. That's why I'm asking. I would, actually. Can I trust her? Do you know? So she is a witch. Look, a lot of weird stuff is going on in town. I feel like a witch could be super helpful. So if she is one... Oh my goodness, I love these. I kind of want to use it. I would, actually. Yes. It's totally obvious that she's a witch. Like, you even need me to say it. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it from the beginning! Ghosts are real. Just thought you should know. So, Kanika has a cold, huh? You see any weird rocks around town? I will tell him ghosts are real, just so you know. Yeah, I know. I've seen tons of videos of ghosts doing stuff on the internet. I'm not 12. But Kanika has a cold, huh? That's what she says. She's just trying to get out of work. Like, I didn't even have anything better to do all week while she sits in her room watching anime. Oh, that's what I do when I'm sick. Brother, that's like the best thing to do when you're sick. Honestly, sometimes I wish I could just get sick so I could catch up on all the anime that I'm behind on. I think, what was it? The last time I got like super duper sick. This was back when I was living with my parents. Like a full thing, like fever, nausea, runny nose, sore throat, all that unpleasantness that comes with sickness. I think I watched through all of Ghost in the Shell. Like both series. That was out at the time. I think now there's like 3 or 4 series out, but at the time I watched, it was what was it? Standalone Complex, and then shoot, what's the other one? What's the other abbreviation? Ghost in the Shell. Maybe it is only Standalone Complex. I actually don't know. I forget. It's been a long time actually since I've seen it. Funnily enough, I own all of Ghost in the Shell on Steam. Yeah, it is just Standalone Complex. And a little bit of Solid State Society. Oh, no. Yes. So I have all of Standalone Complex. And I have like a bunch of the movies. Before... Oh, what's it called? Oh, I don't remember. Not the newest one that came out. That's in 3D. But the one before that. There were like 4 OVAs. God. I haven't really thought about it in a long time. Ugh. I think they're making another one. I think they're making more Ghost in the Shell, which I'm actually pretty down for. I love that series. It's great. Anyway, says the guy in Goku pants. I don't think I ever noticed that. Any keen-eyed DBZ fans like immediately pointed that out? That ain't me. It shows the guy in Goku pants. Everybody knows Dragon Ball is good anime. She watches trashy shit. Oh, but excuse me. You see any weird rocks around? Yeah. You. He smirks. Clearly this is a very sick burn. You can feel you can feel bested by his wit. Oh, you should feel bested by his wit. Let's go check on Kanika. You're not going anywhere before checking in on Kanika. You make your way upstairs. Knock, knock, knock. Housekeeping. Mom, I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm just going to lie down for a while. I'm not your mom. Can I come in? I was hoping to spend a little more time together. I need to talk to you. It's important. I'm going to the clinic. I was hoping you would join me. I could use a breather. Let's hang out for a minute. Never mind. I'm not your mom? Oh, Zayden, what's up? Can I come in? Yeah, let me just straighten up. You hear a frantic crumpling and clinking and shuffling as she tidies her room. Okay, come in. Kanika's room is the sort of place that's stuck between the past and the present. Faded stickers from her childhood line her bookshelf, and boxes of packed belongings sit in the corners of the room. Okay, hold on, let's give it a look. I see an Inuyasha doll, or Inuyasha figure. That is 100%, oh, what's his name? It's Inuyasha's brother, right? Oh my god, she has a Parasite poster. I love it. We love to see it. Madoka Magica, and this is, I'm pretty sure, Sailor Moon? Some version of Sailor Moon. Where's Hazel? Hazel would know. She would recognize this in an instant if it's Sailor Moon. This is very obviously Madoka. This is Sayaka, I think? The blue-haired one? What else we got? We got, you know, some photos, pretty classic. I love the pumpkin in the skull. It's very good. Trying to read what's on these boxes, but I cannot read the scribbles. Oh, I love her handbags. The moth, the fangs. Nice. The way that the bed is in like this little nook is also, oh, that's fantastic. I love that. I don't usually have people over. Don't judge me too harshly for the state of this place. You don't have to be nervous around me seeing your room. There's no better way to get a sense of who someone really is. Packing for something? We still have to find Stella. I'm not going anywhere without you. I'm gonna go investigate the clinic. You should come with me. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to actually bring her along. Packing for something? You motioned to the stack of cardboard boxes. That's all my stuff from college. I never really unpacked. It seems like a waste to unload everything if it's not like I'll be staying here long term, so I just have to pack everything again anyway. I guess I did move back over a year ago, so these boxes have been sitting there unopened for a long time. But any day now, I'll load them back into the van and get out of town. Any day now. Ooh. We do still have to find Stella. I'm gonna investigate the clinic. You should come with me. Yeah, I bet, you know, the help could be useful. I'm gonna go investigate the clinic. You should come with me. I was hoping to be able to check in with Reese sometime today. I want to ask if he knows anything about Stella. And you know, make sure he's okay after what happened at dinner. Yeah, screw this. Why did I even listen to my mom in the first place? I don't need to sit around in my room just because she said to. Let's go. Uh-oh. The two of you make your way back out into the hallway. But before you make it to the stairs, a light turns on, startling the both of you. I thought you were going to rest, Kanika. You should really get back to bed, or this cold of yours will only get worse. But I still have a lot of energy. I don't feel like sitting around. I don't think I need to. Of course you do. I know you best, and you haven't been yourself these past few days. All this running around has been a detriment to your health. Miles and I want to see you healthy, and you hold this family together. You shouldn't get between a mother and her daughter. Sybil knows what's best for her, and Kanika is more than capable of speaking for herself. Powerful build. She's clearly been pushed to her limits. She can't keep up with you. You need to let her rest. Street smart. She doesn't actually want to go to the clinic with you. Drop it. Ooh, wow. I'll remain silent. Because that's literally the only thing I can do. Kanika sighs. I'm sorry, Mom. I know I've been neglecting the general store, and I let Miles run off the other day. That was so irresponsible of me. That's all right, Kanika. He could have gotten hurt, but he didn't. And it seems like you've learned a valuable lesson from the experience. Now let's get you to bed. And you need another day to recover. Then you can get back to all your town mystery business. Zayden, you'll be fine without her until tomorrow. My mom's right, Zayden. You go on without me. See you later, okay? Okay, actually, I'm glad that this happened. Before you can utter another word, Kanika returns to her room. Sybil's eyes carefully watch you as you leave and make your way back to Main Street alone. Okay, Sybil. All right, you didn't have to mean mug me. You make your way up the familiar hill, past the rows of jagged houses, and make up Scarlet Hollow's residential area. Sorry, I've resumed eating the snickerdoodle. Now that the hot sauce has subsided. It is quite delicious. Ah, yes. Time to play. Count how many monstrosities can we see off in the distance. 1, a 2, hi, Wayne, a 3, a 4, maybe 5, 6, or 7, an 8. None on the house, luckily. Okay, we count to 8. Did I count this one? Let's say a 9. And this poor little raccoon. What a cutie. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. It's like a magnet has been fixed to your rib cage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits this compulsive frequency. You can see the hill Sybil was talking about, wrapped around the back of the old hospital like a stone blanket. I'm guessing up here. It should take you directly to the second floor and the unlocked doors of the terrace. Street smart. Just go in through the clinic door. Make your way up the hill onto the terrace. Knock on Reese's basement window. Okay, you know what? For the first time, we're going to save before I make a choice, because I'm going to do something maybe really stupid. Just going through the door. It's a doctor's office, not Fort Knox. Why would the clinic door even be locked? You carefully make your way up the wooden stairs of the clinic's wraparound porch, avoiding any suspiciously creaky-looking steps. You push the door open slowly, just enough for you to slip in, but not enough to risk any sound from the door's ancient hinges. You can see the doc in the desk in some room down the hall. She hasn't noticed you. You shut the door silently, watching her closely. All right, this is do or die, boys. Bump, 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 ba-da-da, ba-da-da, bump, 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 bump. I think they're making another one, aren't they? They're making another Mission Impossible, I'm pretty sure. I think the last one technically ended on a cliffhanger. You're in the clinic, free to explore as you please. Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. You can feel that odd sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. You've been caught by its gravity, an overwhelming curiosity guiding you around a corner and toward a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. Turn on the lights. Oh! The lights click on. You're in the morgue. Zayden, what are you doing in the morgue? Oh, thank God, Reese is alive. Oh, Reese, what are you doing lying on the morgue table? You lunatic, you gave me a heart attack. Flirt, hi, vampire. Have you seen Stella around? You haven't seen Stella around. She's been missing since last night. Oh my God, you died and she Frankensteined you back to life. Am I interrupting something? Okay, I have to ask, are you human? She killed you? What are you doing in the morgue? I'm just gonna pretend I never saw this. You haven't seen yeah, let's this is a perfect misdirect. You haven't seen Stella around, have you? She's been missing since last night. I haven't. Do you think you'd find her in the morgue? His words seem distant to you. The tugging is strong down here. You can almost feel yourself slipping into a trance, and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. Follow the pull. You touch the wall. It feels disappointingly solid under your palms. Hey, are you okay? You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder for a moment. The thing on the other side of the blank white wall loosens its pull on you. You kinda look possessed there for a second. You good? Make him understand. Why wall? Need see thing, but wall stand in way. Let me inside. There's some kind of magic shit going on, man. But it's telling me I need to get behind that wall. I need to get behind the wall, or there's a stone carving on the other side of that wall. I need to see it. Yeah, we'll just tell him straight up. I need to see it. Reese glances back at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? This is probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the dock out of your hair. Should take 2 seconds. Get the dock out of our hair? Why use an axe when I have arms? Why not just break the wall first? Yes, please, axe now. Yes, I will destroy the wall. Say nothing. Sounds great, lead the way. Oh, I'm about to commit, what is it? I guess this would be considered vandalism, right? An act of vandalism? Oh boy. Why wasn't this in the content warning? I mean, I guess it would probably be easier. Sounds great, lead the way. Sweet, be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited, his usual dour demeanor replaced with an uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. You hear his soft voice flittering through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom. He coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I can finally try to keep some juice down. It looks like we're all out, though. Really? I thought I'd just pick some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll pick some orange juice and some ginger ale, too. It'd be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. It's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until we get back. Lie in bed, she said. Did she know that he was lying in the morgue? Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear her footsteps move down the hall, then the front door opening and closing. It worked. The theatric rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on up. We don't have long until she's back. As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, and with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is, but I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. You make your way to the doorway, or now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but stacked papers and cabinets of medical supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of records, with your family's name on them. Pick up the documents and to read later. Read the files. Move on and leave the files. Read the files. Reese stops in the doorway, turning to watch you leaf through the documents. Find something interesting? They're your family's death certificates. Harlan's death certificate. Cause of death, sleep apnea. Discovered by her daughter, Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. Wow, what a middle name. No autopsy performed. Tabitha's middle name is Chrysanthemum? Wonder who cursed her with that mouthful. Who said you could read any of these? I'm definitely going to make fun of her for that later on. I feel like that was forbidden knowledge. I think it's pretty. I mean, it is a nice name. Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. It is a mouthful. PCS? I feel like that was forbidden knowledge. Edwardines Scarlet, born April 1913, died February 12, 2003, age 89. Cause of death, heart failure. Signed by her granddaughter, Perlan. Pretty normal, almost made it to 90. Died of normal old person illness. Enoch's death certificate. Enoch Scarlet, September 9th, 1887. August 20th, 1957. Died 69. Cause of death, fall from a cliff. This one has a coroner's report attached. Organs sustained impact injuries, lacerations to the neck and body consistent with falling from a great height. Whoa. An actual autopsy report. Looks ancient. Other death certificates. Quickly flip through a few of the Scarlet's names that you aren't quite familiar. Theodore Scarlet, age 28, cause of death, crushed in the mine collapse, body not recovered, signed by the brother, Enoch. Joseph Scarlet, 34, Louis Scarlet, 24, both killed at Normandy in line of duty. These must have been before Edwardine's brothers. Or these must have been Edwardine's brothers. Certificate of fatal death, infant boy, Andrew Charles Scarlet. Delivered the 3rd of April, 1945, stillbirth. Mother, Edwardine Scarlet. Cause of death, complications during birth. No doctor present. Home burial. Street smart. There was no doctor present at the birth and a home burial. There's some information missing there. Alexandra Scarlet, December 12th, 1947. Died August 20th, 1957. Age 9. Missing. Presumed dead. Signed by her mother, Edwardine Scarlet. Alexandra, the owner of the doll. She went missing. The doll in my closet. The doll that was moved or shifted slightly. Mary Bell Scarlet. Born September 3rd, 1946. Died October 30th, 1963, age 17. Cause of death, complications during childbirth. Signed by her mother, Edwardine. Wow, that's a lot of kids to outlive. Reese's eyes flicked up to the doorway, and a second later to hear the sound of the front door handle being turned. His hand on your shoulder before you even register what's happening, and you're pushed back out of view of the front door. Shit, I'm not supposed to be in here. We gotta hide. He hurries to the closet door, motioning you inside. You slip past him and squish yourself into the little space that's available in this nearly full closet. Reese is close on your heels. Let him in. There's not enough room. Hide somewhere else. We let him in. Together you listen to the doctor make her way to some room deeper into the clinic. In the silence of the tiny closet, every breath seems too loud, as if you could expect Dr. Kelly to hear it from wherever she is across the house. We better wait a second, just in case. Quietly wait for the danger to pass. The two of you stand in tense silence, both crammed in the suffocating closet, taking shallow breaths as if she could hear your breathing from the other side of the building. Oh man, it's like when you're wandering around the house at like 3 a.m. and like the tiniest little noise just sounds like it's a fucking air horn. But the footsteps soon return. Dr. Kelly makes her way back towards your hiding place, creaking floorboards broadcasting her location all the way to the hallway just outside your hiding spot. The footsteps return. They get louder, approaching the open office door. Then they stop. Much to your relief, she opens another door, leaving the main clinic. We're in the clear. We've probably only got a minute or two until she comes back, so let's make it count. The medical supply room is probably our best bet. If any other room in the clinic is likely to have a fire axe, it's probably a room full of chemicals. This way. He motions you down the hallway, slipping through the slightly ajar door that you assume to be the supply room. There it is. Yes, there it is. Keys. Here we go. He rushes over to the cabinet that contains the bright red axe, pulling the glass door open. Your axe. Now we can... Reese pauses, turning to listen intently. That was the door from the house. Come on, if we hurry, we can get back downstairs. I'll run interference. Go downstairs, quick. You can hear her approaching now, floorboards creaking in the hallway on the other side of the office. You follow Reese's instructions. Once again, starting down the basement stairs, letting you pull the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right. We did already have juice. It was in the back of the fridge. But there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to go rest. Oh, I'm just going to chill in the morgue. I've got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, that's just my music. I'll be sure to put earplugs to drown out that industrial clang you listen to. You know I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in the hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. I guess, yeah, that is technically what a morgue is, huh? Do you at least have a blanket this time? Yes, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Okay. I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You hear the door close and the sound of Reese descending the stairs to join you in the fluorescent-lit room below. Hey. Wall now, yes? Wall! Let's do this. May I make the first blow? You listen to music that sounds like walls being broken down? I should warn you, something spooky might happen when I break down this wall. He smiles. Good. Feel like I've been missing out lately. Stop asking questions. It's time to see what's on the other side of that wall. Let's do this. Have at it. You approach the far end of the morgue, axe practically singing through the air as it strikes the wall. Yes! Dude, demolition work is so much fun. I've always wanted to go to one of those like breaking rooms where like the whole point is just to like run around and like smash glass and like hammer stuff. I feel like that would be a nice like stress release. Powerful build. It's like cutting through butter. You stagger back from the massive hole in the wall and admire your effort. Holy shit. The splintered edge frames a dark passage seemingly cut deep into the side of the cliff. Cold, seeping from the forgotten place into an already frigid morgue. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall. There's a whole hallway back here. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an unearthly mildew smell. The room is slowly filling with dirt. And with the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward. You climb into the hole. Ooh, secret tunnel! Tunnel! Through the morgue walls! Secret tunnel! This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing, rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall. His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting, and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter that you stagger past. Whoa, you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. There it is. Enoch. I thought you weren't going to come. I was worried you'd leave me forever. They said there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Enoch, what am I gonna do? Calm down, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing my own research, and I found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out, I promise. I went to talk to the witch. A witch? But that's nonsense. It's all right. It's all sorted. We're taking you home today and everything will be resolved by this time next week. Everything goes black. Your vision swims back into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. Interesting. We didn't see Teddy in the death certificate report, but we did see Enoch. I wonder if the witch may have cursed our family. Did we try to swindle a witch? Is that what happened? Is that what went down? Oh gods, I swear. If our like ancient family tried to pull one over on a witch and we got cursed, I'm gonna be livid, brother. You are in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Like, if anyone should know better than to cross a witch, it's me. Ugh. Hey, I was worried you slipped into a coma or something. You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving and collapsed. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. You okay? Wait, nothing spooky happened? Mountain didn't collapse on us? No ghosts? How'd I get here? Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? You didn't call an ambulance when I started seizing. I had a vision. I had a vision. Like a hallucination? I have those sometimes too. Used to have them a lot when I was a teen. Always just weird little things, like my hands would look wrong or my neck would seem too long, or the room would feel smaller. I think the carvings are trying to warn me about something. My family has dark secrets. I think these visions are of things that actually happened. Whatever these visions are, they're making me very suspicious of my family. These carvings are clearly drilled into some big gas pocket that keeps giving me seizures and hallucinations. Leave it at that. I think the carvings are trying to tell me something. My family has dark secrets. An old family like yours? I believe it. Hopefully that's all ancient history, though. See, the thing about ancient curses is they tend to stick around for a long-ass time. How'd I get here? I carried you. You carried me through a hole in the wall and up and down a bunch of stairs? But you have a delicate constitution. Yeah, let's say that. What? It wasn't super far or anything. I just picked you up and carried you. I might be sick a lot, but that doesn't mean I'm made of paper. I can still do things a normal person can do. I'm sure I'll pay for it later, but I didn't want to have to wake you up in that musty hallway. Or the morgue. Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No, I snuck you back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room. I should probably get going. Stella's still missing, and the stone here finally stopped yelling at me. That might be a little tricky. The doc is on the warpath up there. I refused to take my medicine, and she's not happy about it. There's no way I was going to take anything she gave me. She's been poisoning me for years. I've been thinking about what you said at dinner last night, and I don't see any other possibility. It's only been a day since I've stopped taking my pills, and I feel great. I went ahead and blocked my door so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. You blocked your door? I don't get why your mom would poison you, though. I don't want to be down here. I want to leave. I'm leaving. Let's find a distraction until it's safe to leave. How are we supposed to pass the time until it's safe to leave? You locked your door? Of course I did. Put a chair in front of it. Never failed me before. We don't need her coming down here to finish me off, or whatever it is she might do. Now that I know what her treatment plan has been all these years. Hell yeah, sleepover. Makes sense. But now, we're just locked downstairs. So, what was your plan with that exactly? Maybe I was a little panicked when I found out what she'd been giving me. And she was upstairs, talking through the door, saying I should take my pills, and I just took what few precautions I could. It's not ideal, but at least it buys us time to figure out what to do. We should treat this as a serious threat. This might sound strange, but I think she's gone to some desperate lengths in the past. There are these weird memories I have. I always assumed they were dreams or hallucinations, but now, not so sure. I think she's used tranquilizers on me. Other times that I've gotten too unruly for her. I don't know how much of those memories I can trust, but I'm starting to think I should believe my instincts when it comes to the lengths she's willing to go to keep me under her control. Oh shit. Hey, we get actually a clear picture of Pinhead this time. Ah, look at you. Look at that beautiful bald head of yours. Damn, you know, I was like semi-joking, like, haha, maybe you're poisoning your child. Ooh, wouldn't that be a funny thing? Guys, I was joking. Guys, I didn't actually mean it. We'll wait until she's asleep, and then we can at least get out of the basement and figure out what to do from there. I don't get why your mom would poison you, though. I don't know. One thing I can't figure out is whether she's been trying to kill me slowly, or if she just likes keeping me sick enough to be dependent on her. Either way, I don't think I ever had an illness. I think the illness was me growing up and becoming less easy to control. You sure found a cure for that. We need to get you out of here. Who knows what she'll do when she finds out what you know. Oh boy. We're in a tense situation. Where would we go? The only person I know who has a car is Kanika. She's not answering her phone. I don't know anyone else. I don't have any other family to go to. I never even finished high school. When I get out of this house, I don't know how I can make it. I don't know how I can make sure I won't wind up right back down here. You can stay with me if you want. At least until you get on your feet. You can stay with me if you want. We can figure that out together, one step at a time. Let's start by waiting out your mom and getting out of here. Gotta eat the elephant. One bite at a time, guys. One bite at a time. It's a monumental problem, but it's not gonna go away in one fell swoop. We just gotta do what we can now. You shouldn't call her my mom. As far as I'm concerned, she's forfeit that title. I don't even think I should call her doctor. She's just some woman now. Can't wait for her to be in rearview mirror the rest of my life. We'll see if we can wait her out. If she doesn't fall asleep by 10, we can figure something else out. These windows are supposedly shatterproof, which she always says was for burglars. Now I assume it was for another way to keep me boxed in. But we can try to break them anyway. A distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Maybe it's the lack of poison in my system for the first time in years, or the fact that my whole perception of reality has been turned on its head. Probably a combo. I don't feel awful, to be honest. You could always draw me like you draw your French monsters. I believe you owe me a showing of Shi no Chi, the death blood. Do whatever you like to kill time, preferably something that will help me ignore my mounting anxiety. I'm chill with whatever. Go with the flow. I believe it's time to finally watch that movie that you promised me. I believe I do. Reese gets the movie set up and joins you on the bed. Let me know if it gets too much for you. I'm not a great judge of how other people will react to this sort of thing I watch. But I definitely don't want you to feel uncomfortable. This is a slow burn. This is a slow burn of a movie. But the dread it's managing to build is palpable in the room. Or maybe that's just how it feels down here all the time. With that grisly paintings, lack of lighting, cinder block walls. Of course, the fact that the woman currently lurking upstairs has been poisoning her son since his teens. I've seen a couple of this director's other films, and they're all interesting, though this is probably the best introduction to his work. The way it jump cuts to seemingly unrelated TV show recordings, and then wind up typing back into the narrative adds a level of realism and depth to the world that I find really engrossing. It's found footage used to its fullest. Ooh, that does sound actually really fascinating. Jump cut to unrelated TV show recordings that then wind up tying back into the narrative. Oh man, I would love to see a movie that's like that. Kind of reminds me of ooh, shoot, what's it called? Oh god, what's that one movie where it starts like backwards? Memento. It's like Memento. I knew it started with an M. Memento's another one of those like really, really interesting movies that you gotta watch. Also, I just noticed Reese's look is you're looking a little like, ooh, my dude. Or talk to people, ever. You can hear the difference in energy now that Reese hasn't had his daily dose of medicine. He's uncharacteristically chatty, clearly not used to talking to another person, let alone when he has the energy to carry on a long conversation. I'm glad you'll be able to have a social life, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, we have to get out of this basement. Ignore him and watch the movie. Shh, I'm watching the movie. I'm glad you'll be able to have a social life, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Reese smiles to himself. It's still hard to imagine, hard to believe after all these years, alone, but that's going to be my reality. The man on the screen yells portents of doom into the camera, trailing off into a wordless scream. The plot is really heating up. I love that there are these distinct sort of vignettes, little pockets of horror that affect a small number of people, and only once you start to see how they fit together, and you realize some fundamental horror about the universe. And then it sees you back. Incredible. Cosmic horror in its truest sense. Ooh, oh, it's a cosmic horror movie. Oh, okay. Reese is becoming very animated. It's probably safe to assume that he's dealing with a lot of extra adrenaline right now. What with his entire reality turning out to be a lie. But he's also talking over the movie. This is too scary, you should hold me. I think the movie is too chill for you right now. Maybe we should just figure out how to leave. Reese, are you feeling okay? You know, I think I'd better get going. Talking during the movie is fine, let him. He's just excited. I mean, if it's a movie we've never seen before, I mean, come on, my dude. You wanted me to see this movie and you're just blabbing. Reese, you feeling okay? I'm just jittery. I've had a really weird day, and I think being down here is making me anxious. I'm all hopped up on adrenaline. Maybe waiting out in the dark is a bad idea. The longer we wait, the more likely she'll figure out that we're on to her. And it would be too easy for me to lock me up again. And be thorough about it this time. There's a knock on the window. Zayden, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. That voice. I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the supposedly shatterproof window. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside, we're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. What do you mean? Wayne isn't going to hurt you. He hasn't hurt anyone. Why did he call you that thing? Because he's some kind of monster. He wants me dead. Can't you feel that? The murderous intent is practically oozing out of him. But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. I can protect both of us, Aiden. The window shatters. Uh-oh. Reese is a vampire, isn't he? Or a werewolf? As Reese tears his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases. His ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Grab my hand. I'll pull you out. Leave us alone. In a surge of violence, the change that has been brewing inside Reese finally comes. As it manifests, the broken basement window is sealed off, Wayne along with it. Run for the stairs, stay where you are. Oh God. I think it's time to save. On page 2. Let's stay where we are. I'm kind of curious to see where this goes. We're safe, but I feel strong now. I think I can save us. Stay here. I'll be right back. I just have to deal with the doc. Reese storms up the stairs, leaving you with his creations. Try to warn Dr. Kelly. You're not sure who to help. Best to follow Reese and see how things play out. Try and leave. Wait for Reese in the basement. You're not sure who to help. Let's see how things go, shall we? You make your way to the door that beckoned you yesterday. All intrigue now washed away. You know where it leads. You know what secrets the stone that lurked in the forgotten basement of the clinic had to share with you. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway leading from the house proper into Doctor's office, there is a monster preparing to do something unthinkable. Open the door. You grasp the handle and turn. Street smart. Dr. Kelly emerges from the shadows and levels a firearm in your direction. You instantly notice it's not a proper rifle, but some kind of tranquilizer gun. Duck! Powerful build. Roll out of the way. Hiya! You quickly follow her command, your body falling forward and rolling gracefully out of harm's way. She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as a projectile leaves the barrel, whizzing through the air. You turn to see a dart embedded in Reese's chest. He pulls a tranquilizer dart out from between his ribs. Heavy breathing, heaving heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. Going to have to try harder than that, you ha. No. How did you? As if you could stop me. You pathetic waste of flesh. Before Wayne takes another step down the stairs, paint flows out from between the cracks in the wood. Reese's panic pulling in a mob of furious creatures to hold his enemy in place. What is Reese? He's a creature that can summon, like, painted creations? Is that a vampire? Could vampires do that? The artist darts away, but his creations continue their work in his absence. Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway as Wayne is overcome, glued in place at the top of the stairway by stifling globs of paint. Powerful build. Run to the morgue to grab the axe. Run after Dr. Kelly. Run into a nearby room. You need to arm yourself. We're getting the axe. You run down to the morgue, practically flying down the steps. The axe is still laying on the floor where you and Reese left it. You pick it up. A feeling of safety settles on your chest as you grip the wooden handle. At least if you have to fight, you're prepared. Hey! Dr. Kelly's voice crackles out of some unseen speaker. You, Zayden. I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. What the hell is your son, ma'am? I wish I knew. He was fine until he hit puberty. Everyone said raising a teen was gonna be a bitch, but they didn't know the half of it. I need you to get to the medical storage. I'll give you further instruction when you're there. Head to the medical storage room. Axe in hand, you rush up the stairs from the morgue into the medical storage room. I'm here. Great. Now listen to me. I need you to use the black taped key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's a bottle labeled carfentanil. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't going to cut it anymore. An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good. You should hear this. Zayden, you don't have to do anything she says. I'm not going to hurt anybody else. Just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's just going to shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear that right? And shove me back down in that basement, or maybe someplace even worse, and keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now. Better than I've ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows she has to pay what she's taken from me. He has a point, Doc. I'm not going to let you kill someone, Reese. Can you two just get along? I don't know if I feel like I should get in the middle of this. I just want to go home. I'm on Reese's side. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. Wayne, help me. Remain silent. Ooh, okay. Now, I do generally like to opt for neutrality and to talk things out. Can't you two just get along? No. Sorry. We're past that point. I want retribution. Even more than that, I want security. As long as she lives, I'm in danger. Reese, I love you. I never wanted to get to this point. Don't try to make up for it now. It's too late. If you wanted a good relationship, you had your chance, and you decided to convince me I was dying instead of letting me exist. Enough. Reese cries out in pain. Ah! What the hell did you do to my shoulder? I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. The two stagger off down the hallway. Quick, grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. Help Wayne fight Reese. Help Reese fight Wayne. Head for the safe room. Oh my god, somebody's gonna die, and I don't know who it's gonna be, but honestly, it might be better to get Dr. Kelly the tranquilizers. We'll get the tranquilizers. You do what she says. The tranquilizers are easy to find, marked with a square black tape that matched the key. She's certainly well organized for a woman. Help Wayne fight. Help Reese fight. Head for the safe room. We're just gonna head for the safe room. We make our way out of the medical storage and back down the hallway where Dr. Kelly disappeared. As you approach, Dr. Kelly heaves open the door, slowly breaking apart the mass of paint sealing it shut. Hurry! I don't think I can keep it open for long. You slip past her and into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly enough. The door quickly, though one of the little smears manages to slip past her. She stomps on it. Painted viscera splatters across the cement floor. Sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets here. Let's talk Reese. What's the game plan? Both short and long term. While you're at it, any other secrets you're keeping? Let's hear the game plan. Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers and lock him in here. Then I somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. Then we live happily ever after. Has that worked before? He's never known the exact nature of his condition before. Maybe it was a mistake to hide it from him. But I thought it meant he could feel like he had more freedom, not knowing that if he was just stopped taking his pills, he'd become some big, pointy enough to kill me. He'd become big and pointy enough to kill me. Okay. I'm going to have to revoke some of those freedoms now. He's not going to like that, but I think he'll understand, even if it takes time. I don't think he wants to hurt people. He just can't help what he is. So let's talk Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead. I have nothing left to hide. Yeah, so, okay, wait, you said puberty. When did you find out? How did you know? How did he not know what he was? What is he? Was his dad similar? The relationship between you seems so difficult. How do you know he's dangerous? When did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. She did say that. He had all the usual changes, and a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. I figured he might have some kind of genetic disorder. Had him checked out a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument. He changed right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now, just a couple inches, some facial abnormalities, enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that. And he stopped. I thought it was a one-off, maybe a hallucination. But the second time, it wasn't as subtle, and it didn't go away as easy. That's when I knew for sure that was something beyond my realm of expertise. What is he? At first, I thought he was some kind of werewolf. But if he is, he doesn't follow any kind of the full moon rules or anything. Silver don't do shit to him, and you've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. I'd be fascinated to know what happens to him, or how his body does it. But he seems pretty hellbent on ripping my throat out, so I guess that'll have to remain a mystery. How did you not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 incidents like this before, maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first he looks different. And I just make sure to stay on top of his dosages, so he rarely ever does. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. Was his dad similar? A strange little smile creeps across Dr. Kelly's face. I wish I knew. Reese just kind of happened. It wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. I kept having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episode. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet. But they were just dreams. But then all of a sudden my period stopped. I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, Reese. Oh, so you were being stalked by some creature of the night, and he was having his way with you. There's the implied sex. There it is, chat. We tick it off the content warning bingo if you've been trying to keep up. Goodness sakes. Relationship between you seems so difficult. How do you know he's dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that clue's number 1. It's not like he's usually a violent kid. He's mostly just sad. But every now and then, we butt heads. That's usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine if this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a 12-foot tall monster with 1,000,000 teeth, and rips somebody apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. That doesn't mean he's dangerous. I mean, you are the biggest threat to him. Why not just kill him? He's been kind to me. What you're doing is difficult, but a necessity. Don't you think it might be self-fulfilling prophecy? I can fix him! Guys, I can fix him. Guys, we can fix him. I can fix him. I'd rather not have anyone's blood on my hands, so please, don't try. Just let me handle him. Leave it at that. Any other secrets you're keeping? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say all this shit out loud. What is this room? Old X-ray room. Lead walls. After I realized the whole situation was a possibility, I had the door reinforced with special remote-controlled locks. But I could finally come in handy. Sit in silence and wait for Reese. You and Dr. Kelly sit in silence and wait for her son. Make his way to you. The sound of distant breaking glass cuts through the silence of the clinic outside the safe room. Shit. This might be game time. Get those tranks ready. We have to get this door open before he crosses the hallway. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out the hallway. Oh boy. Oh, he's very large now. Oh my god, what? Hi, Reese. Is this what you were so afraid of? Oh, what a time to walk in. Ah, yes. Hello, Nocturne. I seem to be in a bit of a predicament. Yes. I hope you're doing well. Better than hopefully we're about to do. Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. Give her the tranq darts. You hand Dr. Kelly the tranquilizer darts. Dr. Kelly quickly loads them into her gun, leveling the barrel at her son. Oh, what a shot. Zayden, I thought we were in this together. Thank God. Dr. Kelly sighs heavily, staring down at the warped figure of her son. I can drag him into the safe room on my own. I'll meet you in front when I'm done. Leave her to it. You return to the entrance of the clinic. Everything is quiet now. Only streaks of paint where Reese's minions had once roiled out of the cracks in the wood. Lock him away, keeping the status quo. Oh, I hate that. No, that's a shit achievement. Shit, I should have saved before I made that choice. I hope you understand that this needs to stay between us. I don't care how much you feel like you need to share what just happened with other people. The more people know about this, the more trouble it is for me and for him. I don't need you any more well-intended escape plans. Can I come visit him? As long as you don't bring anyone else. Yes. That'd probably be good for him. I can't promise I want to see you, or that he won't have some harsh words if he does. But I don't want him to be entirely isolated. Think you'll let any of his friends in on this? There's a magic stone in your basement. Just thought you should know. Also, we busted a hole in the wall down there. I feel so guilty. I'm sorry I came here. I feel like this was all my fault. Poor Reese. Someone needs to kill him. It'd be better for everyone, Reese included. Stuck alone and poisoned in this tiny cage is no way to live. Can't I visit you, Dr. Kelly? You know, I do see Dr. Kelly in a little bit of a new light, but at the same time, God, this is a shitty situation. But I do think it's the lesser of two evils. I still feel like we could probably come to an agreement, hopefully. You think you'll let any of his friends in on it? He heaves a sigh. I have to think about it. We'd run the risk of one of them trying to break him out. But if he's stuck in a windowless room with no internet and no friends, that's a one-way ticket to insanity. Then I'd have an insane monster on my hands, and that is something you absolutely do not want. Stella in particular would be the problem. That girl never knows how to mind her own business or follow other people's rules. And she would have absolutely no fear of what might happen if he was cut loose. Kanika I might consider. She's got a bit of a bleeding heart and pretty inflexible morals, which could be a problem. On the other hand, I don't know how well she could keep a secret. And if Stella found out, then Kanika could probably be convinced to do a jailbreak, and then it'd blow up in my face. You can probably tell I put a lot of thought into this. It's the same calculation I've been doing for years, debating whether or not I could fully up front with any of you, instead of just pushing them away and hoping they didn't notice what was really going on. She sighs again. Maybe I'll get him a kitten or something. I think you need to do more than that. I do really think that his friends probably should know about it. Like they did for Kodo the gorilla. Might as well give him a tire swing while I'm... Oh my god, Dr. Kelly, please, now is not the time for such jokery. Some enrichment for his enclosure. God, he is not a wild animal. He is a sentient creature, though we don't really know what that is, but still. I hate that I have to do this to him. And don't! Silly old woman. God, I wish I could type in my own answer. Just be like, fucking don't! Treat him like a person. I don't think we need to tell her about the magic stone. I think we can leave that out. I think I was starting to like the guy. No, I do like Reese. I think Reese is fine. I'm happy to help. You're a strange one, Zayden. But I appreciate having a second set of hands here. Thanks. As much as I'd love to stand around chatting, I've got work. Gotta clean this place as best I can before tomorrow. And you should probably get home. It's dark. I'm sure your cousin is worried about you. Hug her? Leave. Nah, we're just gonna leave. We don't need a hug. It's fine. You don't wait to be kicked out, heading out the door of the clinic into the dark night beyond. And we still haven't found Stella yet. No! The night is oddly warm compared to the chill of the day. Crickets singing quietly in the sleepy little neighborhood. And no Wayne or ditchlings to be seen. Everything that happened in the clinic feels almost like a dream. And now it's over. You realize how little it meshes with your understanding of the world. Go home. Time to go home. You don't get far before you're interrupted by the jingling of dog tags. It's Gretchen! Oh, it's Gretchen! Ah, best dog in the world! Oh, you sweet little baby! Mwah. Gretchen appears at the edge of the road, running as fast as her geriatric pug legs could carry her. Gretchen seems distressed. Gretchen, take me to where Stella is, she whines as she stares up at you from the ground, eyes desperate, anxiously jumping back and forth, and darting away when you try to lean down to her. Good doggy, pat her on her head. Gretchen, where's Stella? Gretchen whimpers and starts trying to drag you towards the woods. Follow Gretchen. You follow Gretchen. She nervously runs ahead of you the whole time, constantly looking back to make sure you're still there as she leads you into the dark of the woods. I knew it! I knew she was in the woods somewhere! I fucking knew it! Before long, the trees thin, and you find yourself on a steep hill by a two-lane road lined on either side by sheer rock. And there, sitting on a log, staring mournfully at the asphalt, is Stella. Oh, she's okay. Oh, thank God. Gretchen runs up to her and sits in Stella's lap. Gretchen, you're back. Don't scare me like that again. You sit on the log beside her. Zayden, how did Gretchen run off to find you? Oh my God. How long I've been out here? I'm so sorry, Zayden. Yeah, Gretchen found me. She's a good girl. You could have gotten grabbed by ditchling, Stella. What were you thinking? Why haven't you been answering your phone? I'm just happy you're okay. I can't believe you've just been okay all day. Everyone's been looking for you. Things happened. Okay, I don't think she needs that kind of, stress right now. Definitely been going through it. If she's just been sitting out on a log the entire day, she has definitely been thinking about some heavy shit. Yeah, Gretchen found me. She's a good girl. Really is. The dramatic answer. Next time we'll just do all the dramatic answers. We will be the drama. I really missed you today. Come here often? What is this place? You should probably know what happened with Reese. We'll get to that. I really missed you today. I missed you too. Sorry I was gone. I just had to come here. This is where the accident happened. My parents died on this bend of the road. Oh, right. This is Stella's alleyway. This is the Batman behind the movie theater alleyway, but for Stella. Ooh. That's rough. They were taking me to college. I was laying in the back seat. It just rained. The sun was finally starting to come out. Ooh. Oh, she's cute. She's cute in the college years. Oh. Oh, brother, why were you going around the curb that quickly? You're an 18-wheeler. God, it's a miracle she survived. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that's not traumatic at all. Oh my god. At the edge of everything. Find out what happened to Stella. Sorry, I know that's probably a bummer to talk about. It was awful. Really messed me up for a while. Yeah, no kidding. That would mess anybody up. Holy shit, man. Well, there was the decapitation. Check another one off for the content warning bingo, if you're keeping track. Dear Lord. There's whole years of my life after the accident that feel like they just never happened. Like every time I try to remember them, it's blank. I have all these videos sitting on my channel that I don't even remember filming. It's scary. Ooh. She was just kind of like floating through life. Just doing anything that she could to, I don't know, maybe like distract herself. Didn't matter what, just to not think about it. So it never really stuck, because it never really mattered. At least, it hasn't been like that for a while, thank God. Oh. I've never talked about this stuff before. With anyone. Take her hand. Stella, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Not even Tabitha? Thanks for letting me in. Say nothing. Take her by the hand. You reach out to her, taking her hand. It's warm against the cold night air, and the skin of her knuckles is soft. She finally tears her gaze from the road, her sad eyes meeting yours. But the hint of a smile creeps up the corners of her mouth, her dimples beginning to crease. Her hand shifts, her calloused palms fitting into yours. Her grip tightens. It's strong and comforting. You can tell she feels held, and so do you. Nice! The two of you stare out at the road. I think the accident is probably why I got into ghost hunting. I think I just wanted to see them again. I wanted to know whether I could. I never found anything, so I eventually gave up. Then last night happened. And I ran out here to see if maybe it would happen with them, too. Even if it meant seeing the crash again. Seeing them all messed up and dead. Just wanted to see them. It's been a whole day. I don't think they're coming. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Wow. That's heavy, man. Fuck. Put an arm around her shoulder. We could always wait a little longer. Just because they weren't there doesn't mean that they don't love you wherever they are. They're probably somewhere better than whatever hell Charlie got trapped in. It's good that they're not coming. You don't want them to be ghosts. They died with your future on their minds. It's time you start living it. You want to say goodbye? I still don't believe in ghosts. Charlie was probably just swamp gas. Damn. Just dismiss the whole thing. Yeah, fucking she's pouring her heart out at me and after everything we've seen, just be like, nah, not a thing. I don't believe it still. Brother, that'd be the worst. I could never. Holy. I like this one. Just because they weren't there, it doesn't mean they don't love you wherever they are. God, that would be so brutal. That would just be like heart-shattering. Just tear it to pieces. I like this answer, though. This one's a good one. That's a nice thought. I've thought a lot about what might come after. Whether they're somewhere else or if they just stop existing. I guess we've seen at least some evidence of an afterlife. I hope that means there's a good version, too. Where they're still on that long car ride, listening to Dad's old tapes, with a place in the back seat for me, when I eventually catch up to him. And then, it won't matter that I never got to say goodbye. You can always say goodbye now. You have a long life ahead of you before that. God. Honestly, I kind of jive with all of these. Yeah, you could always say goodbye now. Stella sits in silence for a long moment, her breath slow and even. Goodbye. I love you. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine. She's silent again, as if waiting for a response. But it never comes. But she smiles, a lively glimmer returning to her sad eyes. I kind of felt better. I don't think I realized how much of I kind of trapped myself in my own head. Thank you for breaking me out of it. She straightens up, stretching her neck. Gretchen hops down from her lap, bags jingling in the quiet night air. We should probably head back, right? I haven't slept in a day. Wait, before you go, I should tell you about what happened today. She doesn't need to hear about this tonight. Yeah, it can wait till the morning, I think. I think it can wait till tomorrow morning. She needs a good night's sleep. We just resolved one horrible piece of baggage. I don't think we need to immediately stack on another. You keep the events that transpired at the clinic to yourself. At least for now. I will definitely tell her. She absolutely deserves to know. Dr. Kelly be damned. I know she's just trying to, keep people safe, but Stella's good people. Now that we've solved your parental trauma, here's this new trauma I have for you. Yes. I don't suppose I could ask you to walk me home. Flirt? I'd love nothing more. I don't even need to look at the rest of them. I'd love nothing more. You offer her your arm. She smiles, slipping hers into the crook of your elbow. She pulls you closer until the skin of your forearm brushes against her side. Yes! Yes! Gentlemen, we are gentlemen. And this time... Oh, and this is me. You want to come in? Oh, she's inviting me in. She's inviting me in. Tip. Dialogue options marked romance will start a romantic arc with the character. There is romance! Oh my good golly goodness. Let's go, dude. And we'll lock you out of romantic arcs with other characters. Okay, cool, interesting. So, that being said, who have we been able to flirt with all game? So definitely Stella. Kanika, I believe, is an option. We had a chance to flirt with Reese a couple times. No harm route. I know, damn. And then Avery. So it looks like they give you 2 guy options and 2 girl options. And you can go either way, which is pretty sweet. Good on you guys. Romantic. I was hoping you'd asked. I'd love to. I feel the same. Wink. Yes, please. Follow her inside. I really should head back to the estate. Tabitha's probably worried about me. Man, Tabitha couldn't give 2 shits about me today. I came to go talk to her, to let her in on what's going on with me, and she pushed me away. I'll just tell her I'm spending the night at Stella's again. Sorry, Stella. I think it's better if we just stay friends. Never! I would never say such a horrible thing. Yeah, I feel the same way. Oh, wink. I was hoping you asked. I would love to. Tear down the wall. Start Stella's romance. Let's go. Stella ushers you inside, a barely contained grin threatening to split into an excited smile. Let me just go take a quick shower. I've been sitting outside for a day. I need some soap. It'll just take a minute, then we can get cozy. Oh my goodness, is the implied sex gonna no longer be implied? Do I need to cover the screen? Should we be worried about Twitch? TOS? Hold on now. Oh man, I would kill for a shower. Say nothing. I mean, it's been a pretty stressful day too. I would like a shower. Showers would be nice. I got a little sweaty. I axed down a wall, which we'll talk about later, but oh man, I would kill for a shower. Bella laughs. Yeah, I'm sure you've been up quite a lot of grime today. Sadly, no. No. It's all yours when I'm done. Oh, excellent. Damn it, I was kind of hoping maybe we'd get like a little, dual shower action, but we're not quite there yet. We're not quite there yet. It's fine. It's okay. She hurries off, leaving you and Gretchen in the living room. Gretchen immediately curls up in the bed, clearly exhausted after a long day of worrying over Stella. But before she has a chance to fall asleep, a heavy knock startles you and her. Gretchen growls. There's someone at the door. Stay stock still and pretend you're not there. There's nobody home. Who is it? Open the door. Who is it? You know who it is. Open the door, please, Aiden. There's still nobody here. Stay stock still and pretend you're not there. No! Wayne, why you gotta ruin this for me, dude? But I know he'll probably just break in anyway. Fuck the door. What do you want, Wayne? You summon the bravery to cross the room and open the door. Wayne cocks his head, the stained veil over his face fluttering in the slight breeze outside. The outside of his clothes are streaked with what you at first think might be gore, but you quickly realize it's actually paint. And there are wide claw marks down his shirt. But he's still in one piece after his altercation with Reese. Close the door on him. What do you want? Wayne, I was worried about you. Dude, get out of here. I'm in the middle of something. Stare at him in silence. Honestly, dude, get out of here right now. Let me have this one good thing tonight. I didn't open the door. I wonder what will be the difference in our routes when chapter 5 comes out. Oh shit. Wait, they're not done yet? There's still a chapter 5? Oh shit, I thought this was the last chapter. Oh my. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to come back to this when we're done. It should be out soon. Oh, okay, perfect. I guess we'll just take a small break. Damn, I thought it was like completely done. All right, interesting. What do you want? I won't keep you long. I know you have a warm bed and a warm body to keep you occupied tonight. Okay, good. Good. Wayne understands. Wayne understands. He's a reasonable man. Thank the Lord. Holy God. But I wanted to give you a suggestion for tomorrow. You should take advantage of Tabitha's absence at the estate. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her around to stop you. Do a little exploring. You might be surprised at what you can find. He slowly steps back, shining eyes fixed on you as he disappears into the dark night beyond Stella's door. Okay, Gretchen's growls escalate into barks. Calm down, Gretchen. Oh my goodness, she comes out in a towel. Were you just talking to somebody, Zayd? Nah, just Gretchen. Wayne stopped by. Boy, I sure am tired. How about we turn in? Just scaring off a raccoon, remaining silent. Should I tell her about Wayne? Should we? I feel like we should speak about Wayne. Wayne stopped by. I know that doesn't please you. He's still following you? Are you sure we're safe? Power build lie. I could take him. Power build, I could maybe take him. I hope so. Let's lock the doors and hope for the best. I think he's on our side. You don't have to worry about him. No. I think he's on our side. I do think he is trying to help us in his own way. Because, like, at every turn, he has been guiding us out of the sticky situations. And he did allow us to, at the very least, kind of contain the situation with Reese, which I think is still for the better. I think it's still for the better for both of them. Again, it's still a shitty situation. I don't really think either of the paths were particularly great, but at least at this rate, nobody's dead yet. Nobody's dead yet. We can figure it out. He was having a moment. He was blinded by rage. We couldn't let him have that. I think he's on our side. I still think he's I'm not 100%, but I think he's okay. You think so? I guess that's good. I still don't love the thought of him stopping by unannounced at odd hours of the night, though. But you'll let us know if he tries anything, right, Gretchen? Gretchen snarls, yapping fiercely. That's right. Gretchen, you're the most vicious little geriatric pug there is. You know, the thought of your creepy stalker, whether he's on our side or not, makes me feel a lot better about having you around tonight. It'll be nice to have someone next to me if I get scared in the middle of the night. Speaking of, I'm exhausted. Let's turn in. Oh, right, but you said you wanted a shower. Sorry, head's a little fuzzy from staying up for the past day. There's fresh towels in the bathroom. I've got some extra bathrobes. You can put your clothes through the wash, so they'll be extra clean and fresh in the morning. Oh, what a hostess. Oh, and an actually like nice shower for once, instead of that like basically decrepit bathroom that I've been using to bathe myself in for the past like what is this, like 4 days? Today's like Thursday, right? Goodness sakes. Oh my goodness. Actual soap, probably reasonably hot water. Oh, I'm in heaven. It somehow feels like the longest and shortest shower you've ever taken. Too tired to think, too tired to process the flow of time. Stella sits outside the bathroom door and makes quiet and comfortable small talk with you. And then you're done. You dry off and step into one of her extra robes. So, are you coming in? Follow her. You walk by Stella and walk into her bedroom. She gently closes the door behind you. Sorry I didn't clean up beforehand. You can think of it as getting the authentic Stella experience. That is a very small bed for 2 people. I am a very large man, according to my build. But that's okay. She sips past you and lies on the bed, dressed in an oversized shirt. You're quick to follow. She warms up and still slightly damp from the shower, her skin fresh and flowery. She turns to you and looks, smiling, dimples creased to the edge of her mouth. Just means you two will be getting even closer. Bow chicka bow wow. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. This is fine. You could kiss me if you wanted. Oh my goodness, she's inviting me to kiss her? I feel like it would be rude if I denied such a request. If I'm being honest, I'm really not a kisser. I hope that's okay. Immediately fall asleep. Oh my god. No, we smooch. We smooch. If anything, Sucker for Love has taught me, you go for the smooch when it is offered. You shift closely to her and close your eyes, right, immediately fall asleep. Bro, that would be the most. I know there are people who are like that though too, and it's just like, brother, come on. She literally just said, yeah, you could, you know, if you wanted, like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you fucking go for it. The magnetic pull of anticipation rolls down your spine and across your skin, and for a moment, that seems to last forever. You take in every detail of the world around you. The forested scent of her eucalyptus shampoo, and beneath it the slightest hint of campfire. The comforting heat of soft but calloused hands against your cheek. The thunder of your hearts beating ever more quickly in unison. The tension rises and rises, a tone seemingly without peak. And then it breaks, and her lips touch yours. They're fresh and minty and soft, cool against yours, and guided by the gentleness of someone looking to hold on to the memory of tonight for a long, long time. And then she pulls you closer, tighter. The two of you lose yourselves in each other. Let's go, dude! We did it! Ha ha! I have become a true man this evening. Eventually, the two of you break away and open your eyes, gazing at each other from opposite ends of the pillow. This incredibly tiny pillow, so we're actually very close. You drift off together, limbs entwined, exhausted and safe and comforted. Tomorrow may bring some new horror, or it might not. But whatever happens, you'll face it together. This is the end of Episode 4. Episode 5 will release later this year. Follow us on social media to stay up to date on the rest of Scarlet Hollow's development. Congratulations for finishing all the episodes currently available in the game. You've unlocked... Who just whispered in my ear? Hardcore mode? What in tarnation is hardcore mode? Oh. Hardcore mode allows you to select 3 traits at character creation, but you'll no longer be able to use your traits to avoid the consequences of major decisions. This penalty only applies to hardcore runs. Have fun, if you dare. If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 5, please save your game now. Okay, we save our game now. We go back to page 1. Actually, no, we'll stay on page 2. We'll create a new save. Because I might want to go back and test some other stuff out with that later on my own. Just to sate my curiosity. But shit, we finished up. Damn, we actually finished pretty early. We've only been going for like 2.5 hours. Okay, join the Discord, join the mailing list, play Slay the Princess, your other game. I've already played it. Fantastic. You have 9 pages of save slots. You might as well use them, right? I've been so stingy with my save slot usage. It's time we start using them. Stuff's getting intense. You know, I've been pretty okay with just like going with the flow as the game goes on. But now that we're getting to the points where like I feel like people are gonna start dying, I need to be making saves just in case. Just in case. I can't lose Stella again. I can't. We can't have it happen again. Not like we did in the quarry. Immediately lost my favorite character the second some shit hit the fan. I hate myself for it. Continue. Scarlet Hollow, created by Todd Howard, Arias, and Abby Howard. Art by Abby. Storyboard and writing by Abby and Tony. Coding by Tony, music by Brandon Boone. Brandon, fantastic musical composition, love it. All the instruments, very nice. We love to see it. VFX, Team Dog Pit. What a name for that. And thanks to our alpha testers from Patreon. Nice. Oh, man. I would have backed this so quickly if I knew about it back in the day. Damn it. And finally, special thanks to all these lovely people. Yes, thank you all for putting in the all the time. And man, this game is so good. It has such an interesting story, and I love all the characters. God, this is probably a game that I'll play a couple times on my own, just because I want to see other routes. You know, I probably won't do it on stream. Like I said, just because I feel like with these kind of games, you know, my experience is one thing, but I think you should definitely go through and play it. Those of you who may be lurking and are only at a passing fancy. Doctrine, I know you'll probably be finishing it up because you're already invested. But yeah, I am. Ooh, I'm excited to see. Okay, now I'm curious if they've made any announcements recently, because I don't know if they have a blue sky. Actually, I should double check. I'm off Twitter. I haven't been on Twitter in a really long time. Black. Oh, Tabby Games. They do have a blue sky. Oh, perfect. Okay. Have you guys made any updates for this peak fiction? Not really. Well, not in the last week at least. It was on sale. Ah. 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any announcements for it. At least not in the last couple weeks. A lot of stuff about Slay the Princess. I suppose I could probably join the Discord. That'd probably be the fastest way to learn about stuff, in all honesty. Let's see, is there a link here? Join our Discord. You can customize these at any time. Accept. Pick a role so you can see the server role selection. Yes, I would love to. Purple. I like purple. Purple's good color. Me joining a Discord on stream. Amazing content. Anyway. So the next chapter's not going to be out for a little while. We're good. We're caught up. Holy shit. I honestly didn't think we would catch up. I thought we were getting to the end of the game, but there it is. That's it. That's it for now. That's all, folks. I can't wait to come back to this, though. Goldie, cover screen. Goldie, let's chat. Get this other music going while we quit. All right. Oh, man, so much to digest. So Reese is a monster, or he's some creature of the night that was probably conceived in the night. There's going to be 7 episodes according to their FAQ on Steam. Oh, that makes sense, dude. An episode for every day. Oh my God, we still have a ways to go then. We got 3 more episodes waiting in the wings. Oh my god, there's still so much content. So much content to be had. Okay, so this is gonna be like a fun little like we're gonna come back. Okay, I think then, since now that we know, um I'm probably going to reserve a Saturday slot for this game. That way I know we can always get through the episode. Oh, excuse me. And that might make it a little bit more accessible for some people as well, because I definitely want to keep this party train going. As much as I love our Tuesday evening Scarlet Hollow in the dark of the night, because it is actually, you know what, I say that I look behind me and it is still bright as fuck out. It's currently 8:03 my time. The sun hasn't gone away yet. It is still very bright, so it's not quite dark, but yeah. Um, as soon as it comes out, probably the week it comes out, if I don't already have something planned, we're definitely going to be hitting it up. So keep an eye on the Discord if you're in the Discord. Keep an eye on the socials if you're into socials, and we'll definitely get back to it. But I think for now, I guess we'll call it a night, because I don't really have anything else planned. And we have been going for about 2.5 hours, which is still a pretty respectable time, I think. Just to keep it nice and even, but I know that this stream is solely Scarlet Hollow, because I do want to keep that playthrough all together. I don't want to add anything extra with it if I can avoid it. Let's go see who we can raid this evening. See who is online, who's around, and who have I raided recently, just out of curiosity. That was a week ago. That was 6 days ago. Okay. Very good. Very nice. I wonder if... I guess he wouldn't be on right now, huh? Although, you know what? I don't think I've ever raided... I don't think I've ever raided you before. And they did just do a model debut today. I don't know how much longer they'll be going. They have been going for like 7 hours, but I think we should go raid them. I think that'd be a nice little surprise. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna go raid Snowy Yuma. She's currently playing Repo with some friendos, so that should be a nice way to round out the evening, I think. Little Repo action, some light comedic horror. Yeah. Sounds good. Let's see. What do we want our raid message to be? The end is nigh. How about the end is nigh? I like the end is nigh. What do we use for Or, oh wait, no. We opened the door. We finally opened the door. All right. That'll be our raid message for the evening. We opened the door. We learned the grim, dark secrets lying deep within the clinic. And now we're gonna go raid the lovely Yuma. And I guess real quick, once again, in case you weren't here in the beginning, tomorrow will be a little bit of a weird start time. I may be starting a little bit later. I got to take care of some stuff during the day, which means I have to kind of shift around my work hours a little bit. So I'll actually be getting out of work a little bit later. So stream may be pushed by like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll see how long it takes, and then I'll try to make a post after I know exactly when we'll get started. But that's what we're looking like. So here are the socials. There's the Discord, all that lovely jazz. I hope to see you all next time. But until then, wherever you hang your hats, wherever you rest those weary souls, I wish you well. Ciao for now.